For most of us, Christmas means happiness. Curiously, just the idea of Christmas that lands by the end of November already evokes a sense of comfort, nostalgia, and warmth. Why does the holiday season feel so joyous? I know it sounds silly to ask such an obvious question, but it turns out science can explain. This video is going to unpack the fascinating psychological and physiological effects that make Christmas a day brimming with feel-good hormones. And by understanding this, perhaps we could hack our brains and make it feel like Christmas all year round. Let's dive into the science of Christmas cheer and look at 7 reasons that make it so special. 1. Social gatherings and oxytocin. Let's start with one of the most heartwarming aspects of the holiday season, gatherings with family and friends. Socializing, while sharing joyous activities such as eating, exchanging gifts, playing games, is biologically rewarding. Way back when we were cave people, bonding with others increased our chances of survival. Whether escaping a predator or hunting or building a shelter, doing so in groups was beneficial. So socializing was crucial for survival. Today we are rewarded by nature when we socialize, even if it's online or virtually. Our brains release oxytocin, the bonding hormone, which makes us literally feel good, while strengthening our feelings of connection, reducing stress, and promoting trust. 2. Gift giving and dopamine. Now let's talk about gifts. When you give a gift, your brain's reward system lights up and releases dopamine, the feel-good neurotransmitter, and activates areas of the brain associated with pleasure and social bonding. Once again, it comes down to surviving as part of a group. Giving and receiving strengthen our bonds. Interestingly, research suggests that giving can feel even more satisfying than receiving. Why? Possibly because of the time you spent in preparation for giving the gift, thinking of what you're going to buy, then going out to buy it and choosing it. All that creates anticipation and prepares your brain for the dopamine release moment of actually giving the gift. So, the next time you see someone's face light up as they unwrap your gift, know that you're not just spreading joy, you're experiencing it too. 3. The power of tradition and predictability. Traditions are another cornerstone of Christmas. Whether it's decorating a tree, baking cookies, or watching the same holiday movie every year, these rituals hold more significance than we realize. Traditions provide a sense of stability and comfort. Even though most of us like some degree of novelty, our brains don't necessarily enjoy the unpredictable, the unknown, and the uncertain. Once again, because back when we were cave people, all that could mean death. Christmas gives us something familiar to look forward to every year, a time when the brain can rest from the uncertainties of our daily lives. Participating in rituals also enhances our sense of belonging, connecting us to our families, cultures, and communities. From a psychological perspective, rituals create a sense of purpose and help us feel grounded. 4. Psychology of scarcity. Even though traditions make us feel good, repetition can eventually bore us. So, one of the reasons Christmas feels so special is because it only happens once a year. This taps into the psychological principle of scarcity. When something is rare or limited, we tend to value it more. And one day a year amounts to about 0.27% of our time, which can be considered mathematically pretty rare. It's like a limited edition product or a rare gem. The anticipation of the holiday season heightens our excitement, making the experience more enjoyable when it finally arrives. And one day goes by really fast, especially when you're having fun. Scarcity also encourages us to savor the moment. Knowing that Christmas is a limited time experience motivates us to fully immerse ourselves in the festivities and live in the moment. 5. Christmas music and perfect intervals. Christmas music, the soundtrack to the season. Whether it's Jingle Bells or Silent Night, these songs have a unique ability to evoke nostalgia and warmth. Why is that? One reason lies in the structure of the music itself. Let's get pretty nerdy here. Every melody contains musical notes. Between two different notes, there are intervals that are perfectly represented on a piano keyboard. For instance, between a C and a G, there's an interval of 7 semitones in a type of interval called the perfect fifth. Hearing different types of intervals can arouse different feelings in us, from happiness to sadness and anxiety. For instance, a 1 semitone interval causes tension and worry. That's exactly the sound we hear in the movie Jaws. Christmas carols, on the other hand, like Jingle Bells, often use whole intervals like the major second, major third, and perfect fifth, which naturally evoke happiness and hope. So, the next time you find yourself humming along to Deck the Halls, know that it's not just tradition, it's making you feel good. 6. The science of Christmas lights. One of the most heartwarming aspects of Christmas, the undeniably comforting twinkling lights. Most animals are drawn to light. Just look at bugs in your front light porch. We humans enjoy light too, especially sunlight, a natural trigger for serotonin, another neurotransmitter that helps our mood and general health. We are also hugely dependent on light, because about 80% of all information we capture from the world is through sight, which can only happen when there's light. So, light is naturally attractive to us, especially during darker months when sunlight is limited, and at night. Moreover, the aesthetic beauty of lights stimulates the brain's visual and emotional centers, creating a sense of wonder and delight. Twinkling, blinking, synchronicity, symmetry, patterns, and the artistic arrangements of lights appeal to our sense of beauty and order, which we're also naturally drawn to. 7. Christmas food, sensory information and memory. From roasted turkey to gingerbread cookies in the US to panettone in Italy, holiday foods are packed with more than just flavour. They're loaded with memories. Certain smells and flavours that we only smell and taste during Christmas can instantly transport us back to childhood Christmases. The olfactory bulb, which helps us detect smells, is closely linked to the brain's memory and emotion centres. That's why the smell of freshly baked cookies can evoke a flood of nostalgia. Additionally, holiday foods are often high in carbohydrates and sugars, which can temporarily boost serotonin levels and elevate our mood. While moderation is key, indulging in a festive treat can genuinely make you feel happier. As we've seen, the joy of Christmas isn't just a coincidence. There's an explanation for all of it. But whether we know why or not, the truth is that Christmas feels good with no drawbacks. The most important takeaway is this: many of the elements that make Christmas special, connection, giving, savouring the moment, can be incorporated into our everyday lives. By embracing these practices, we can bring a little holiday cheer to every season. What about you? Do you feel happy during the Christmas season? What's your favourite thing about it? Let us know in the comments. If not, let us know too. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of holiday happiness. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a joyful holiday season.